All right, welcome back everybody. So we are going to make some more progress with our window composition project today. So last week we finished up with the sketches. You can see I also added some color to mine. Again, you want to use color sparingly. Something that I should have mentioned is that we'll go over all of our lines with a black Sharpie. That is not part of your 2 to 3 colors. So you want to pick 2 to 3 actual colors that you are using to accent areas. All right, so what you'll need to move on to today's step, you'll need your sketch, you'll need a black Sharpie or marker. I still have a ruler so I can trace these a little bit easier, and I also have some masking tape. Now, the next material is going to depend on whether or not you're working at home or at school. If you're working at home, you probably don't have the sheet of plastic that we are using at school, and that's fine. You can just retrace your design onto a regular piece of paper. I'd recommend paper that's a little bit heavier if you have it, just so it'll hold up to the marker. You can hold up your paper with the sketch underneath it to a window to help you trace it. For those of us working at school, you have this sheet of clear plastic, and we're using that so that our design actually will look like a window. So the good news is that you can lay your sketch, you can lay the plastic film directly above your sketch. I'm going to put just a little bit of tape on the top to hold it in place onto my sketchbook, and then also onto the bottom, again, just to hold it in place. All right, and then you are going to use a black Sharpie to trace directly onto the plastic sheet because you can see right through it. So feel free to use a ruler for this part. That's totally fine. I'm gonna do that and check back in with you guys in just a moment. All right, so now that I have traced over my entire window design with the black Sharpie, you can actually keep your sheet of plastic on here in your sketchbook. That will probably be the best way to protect it. But after you finish with the black Sharpie, you'll want to grab the colored Sharpies that best match your project, and you'll want to start filling those in. I would definitely wait for the black Sharpie to dry. You can test it out just by sticking your finger on there and see if anything comes up. You probably noticed, and it happened on mine too, that the Sharpie does smear a little bit if you brush your hand through it or even just the ruler through it. So just make sure that when you're adding color with the Sharpie that you're being careful. But like I said, you can actually keep your sketch right on there to make sure that you are doing the colors as you want to and that you have an excellent guide.